Shalom. We have the ICBK coming out 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York, at the Command General. And before we start today's topic, I'm going to hit a little news flash right quick. There was a white woman that was a police officer that shot a brother inside his home. Thinking now, she comes inside this home thinking, supposedly thinking that this is her home. And she comes inside this home and blows this brother away. And it said that the neighbors was also saying, like, you heard him saying, oh, what are you, I can't believe you're doing this, something to that effect, right?
Right. And they heard her knock on the door saying, let me in.
And they heard her saying, let me in. Oh, inside his house. Right? She comes in to murder this man inside his own goddamn house. Right? And that right there, you know what I'm saying? Now, that also explains how we should not be getting with any type of heathens at all. Because it doesn't make sense. Now, you can take the most educated dude it is out there, and if he's thinking with his right mind, it will make sense for you not to be with the people that have the power to kill you and not go to prison. You see what I'm saying? All right. Just like that white woman that killed the white police officer that killed that one brother, right? And then all of a sudden they gave her a job as like some type of sheriff or something like that.
She went to train other cops and other forces.
Wow, ain't that something? So what qualified her for that training? The fact that she had killed a black man. That was it.
And if I could, they covered up and say, well, she actually been there and done that. You know what I mean? Or she actually has experience in the field and has discharged her firearm in real service of duty. So that's why she's qualified.
Right. And then at the same time, when she shot a man to death that was unarmed, that was not attacking her, or any of that, and she shot and killed him, and then they made her the trainer. So what are they training her to do? They training her to kill unarmed black men. That's what they're training her to do.
That's right.
And you put a woman as a police officer, period, regardless of race, she's already goddamn emotional anyway, and she already got it. She already envies men. Period. You see what I'm saying? That woman envies white men, but at the same time has envy and hatred for black men at the same time. You see what I'm saying? And let me hit you on to something else though. Something that we don't think about, because you know what the sexual attraction between white people and black people really is for real? When you boil it all down to its core, it's the fact that they hate us so much. They hate us so much that it turns them on sexually. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy to think about, but it's true. They hate us so badly that it turns them on sexually. Scenario, Samson and Delilah. You know what I'm saying? Delilah, the Philistines were longtime oppressors of us. That's why you should never get with a goddamn oppressor. Right, you know what I'm saying? You should never get with a person see that's oppressed yours. Right? You know, just like the dumb sister is gonna sit there and use a scenario with Moses, you know, that I was battling or whatever. She's gonna use the scenario with Moses. She's gonna say, see, they spoke against Moses being with an Ethiopian and such, you know. But at the time, the Midianites had done nothing to us. There wasn't a beef between us and them. Right. You see what I'm saying? And the Midianites, you know, at that time, we were all a little closer. Just like, you know, just like Jacob took all of his wives from Abraham's brother, Nabal, of his children. You see what I'm saying? Because at that time, there was no beef between us and them. There wasn't no beef between us and them until Laban come on the scene. Right. You see what I'm saying? And then once there's beef established like that, you can't get with that goddamn nation. You see what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be with that nation. Actually, you're not supposed to be with that nation anyway. And even Moses had to suffer something because his son almost got killed. You see what I'm saying? His son was almost killed because his wife did not want to conform to the circumcision law. You see what I'm saying? And right as the angel was getting ready to smack the hell out of Moses' son with that sword, she threw his foreskin on the ground and she cursed him and called him a bloody man because of the circumcision.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? She called Moses a bloody man. You see what I'm saying? That, and that's the curses when we talk about curse words, just because a nigga say, F or whatever on, Facebook or comment section of YouTube. See, look, he can't teach nothing. He's cursing. No, you're cursing when you sit there and call the ISUPK, bloody men, and you call us this, and you call us that, without, you ain't even goddamn searched us out to see if what we're saying is actually right or wrong. Right? You see what I'm saying? You're cursing us while telling us that we never should curse anybody else. You see what I'm saying? While you continually curse us and then judge yourself as being not guilty of a transgression. How you do that? I thought you're supposed to love everybody, right? You're supposed to love everybody, don't you? Why can't you love ISUPK like you say? Why can't we be part of everybody? Well, somehow we the exception, huh?
Right.
Right. We're gonna go to Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse. I read it. Couple.
Let me get that Bible. Deuteronomy 7 and what?
We're gonna start at 7 and 3.
Deuteronomy 7 and 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
Right. That's plain as day. We ain't supposed to be mixing with other races. We're not supposed to be doing that. You see what I'm saying? Another thing is another scripture in there that talks about confusion of faith. I can't remember exactly. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Spoke to the confusion of faith. I mean, it'd be cool if you would, Cap.
All right,
I'm trying to keep it real quick. I ain't got that long. White man's the devil that the Bible speaks of. Always remember that. Get that stuck inside your psyche. You're going to need that stuff right there. As a matter of fact, those words that we say, people think we just full of hatred, right? But what we saying can save your goddamn life. As a matter of fact, if them people, and Dylan Root, and that church Dylan Root ran into, if they had said the white man was the devil, they would still be alive. Right? You see what I'm saying? The way you want to tell a cursing or a blessing, let me tell you something. The way you want to tell a cursing or a blessing, look at what it produces. You see what I'm saying? Look at what it produces. You can tell a cursed or a blessed child that way, can't you? You see what I'm saying? Right. You got a brother, if you got a child that's standing strong in the truth, and you know what I'm saying, this and that, and he's sitting there and he's vexing his teachers, with wisdom, and not just doing it with, but he's vexing them with the wisdom that he has, that's a blessed child. You know what I'm saying? Right. While the child is shooting dice, or is a big time coon or whatever the case, that's a cursed child. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna say the child that acts like Carlton on damn Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. In reality, you think that's the blessed child? No, he's the cursed child. You see what I'm saying? Because what is he doing? He's getting all the other children to acting like unto him, and they will grow up hating their people, and their people will diminish, while the people that they're serving will grow. That's a cursed child. That's not a blessed child. Now he can change and repent, no doubt. I mean, hell, we're all cursed children at some point. You know what I'm saying? We all did things that was not consistent with the blessing and everything. Right. You see what I'm saying? The thing about it, that child can repent, but now you will start to know the difference between a blessed and a cursed child. A child in the ISUPK is a blessed child. Right. Because what he does when he goes out there, when he goes out into the school, he's dangerous inside that school. You see what I'm saying? Right. He's dangerous inside that school because he's going to operate with wisdom, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to be far wiser than the children and the teachers. You see what I'm saying? And he's going to handle himself so much so to where they be like, man, whose child is this? Right. Who's that? They're going to be curious. And they're going to come up to him just like what they coming up to Daniel and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. and they want to pluck their brains and find the seed. The first thing they're gonna say, "Are you abused?" And he's gonna like, "No," because they're trying that trick on them also. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to act like they were abused and they were forced into such and such and he's sitting there giving his father and mother, props who raised him. You know what I'm saying, to be like that, and they can't help but to think this child is greater than we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you said that because they said that to me when I was real little, or they asked me that type of question. You abuse, you got home problems and family, or stuff like that. Just because I was being smart.
Right, because you had some structure in your life. They don't want that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you show them a lot of times you show you they don't even have to know your people or nothing like that. The way that you present yourself, they can see that you grew up with structure. You know what I'm saying? And they do not like that. You know what I'm saying? And then
people think, if I could, they think you think them white women got a problem with the student that's acting bad and unruly and trying to be a class clown and run around, and they put in a slow class and they give them drugs. You think they care that's the problem, child. The white people don't see it that way.
No.
They see that as the normal child. They should that all of them are supposed to be like this.
Right.
You have a child that's disciplined in order and is not trying to be no suck up kiss ass to the white man. That's the problem, child.
Right.
The one who's smart and he's got braids, or he's not trying to be white and hang out with white kids. And I ain't trying to say because he's being smart, because you can be smart and not trying to be white and be a kiss ass to the white man. It's a totally different spirit. A lot of people talk about, they was mad at me because I was smart, so I was trying to act white. A lot of times it's not that. It's a certain spirit. You understand? Because you can be intelligent and get good grades, and nobody ever say you acting white.
Right.
It's a spirit behind it. You understand? Just like a person being successful at the job. One of them being successful by being a brown nose and kissing a white man's ass. The other one's being successful by hard work. Right. Which one are you gonna say is a coon and a kiss ass to the white man?
Right.
You ain't gonna say the one whose success is based off hard work. You'll say that off the one who is thinking white people are better and hate everything black, hate black music, hate black hair, want to wear white people hair, want to be white as far as hang out with white kids, hate black everything. You know that one when you see it.
Right.
It's a totally different thing.
And here's the funny thing about it though, because they done made it to the point to where a normal black kid will see that person, and if he sat there and say, "No, he's trying to be white." And they'll sit there and he don't want to say that because he's scared of being blasted behind him trying to say, "No, he's successful and you just being a nigger." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's scared they're gonna say that, so he don't say anything. See, that's how they beat our spirit down. You see what I'm saying? They see this coon, you know what I'm saying, and he loves every damn thing that's white. They'll call him a success. You see what I'm saying? And they'll say all blacks are inspired to be this way. What race do you know that inspires to produce people that is not like unto themselves, you know what I'm saying, and serve another race to make his fellow people of his race slaves and want to be just like them? That's nobody does that. You see what I'm saying? Nobody with a functioning society does that, and they sit there and say all that about these coon brothers and all that. Here's the thing, because the coons have made themselves a separate race from black people, right? Mm-hmm. Well, if that's the goddamn case, then why the hell can't any of these coons came together and did any goddamn thing that's profitable even for coondom?
And if I could, what they don't understand, even other intelligent or intelligentsia of black community or high class elite blacks, they hate each other too. Yes. They hate each other, but just as much as they hate niggas who ain't in their class, so-called they feel is in their class with them. Right.
Because their true connection is with white people. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? That's just like a man that got 10 wives, right? Mm-hmm. The goal of the wives is not to be joined to each other. It's where they all can be joined to their husband. You see what I'm saying? They might hate each other, but they're stuck together, they're bonded together because they all love that man. Mm-hmm. Well, coons are all bonded together because they all love the white man. Right. You see what I'm saying? They hate each other. That's why they're so quick to turn on each other. That's why when it happened with Bill Cosby or whatever celebrity, all the other ones who were formerly cool with him, what did they do? They started attacking. They started to devour that one. You see what I'm saying? They could have been cool with that one for years. They could have been with his house. They could have did coke together like they do. You know what I'm saying? They could have did talked about black issues and all of that together. But as soon as that goddamn white man turned against that one, that other one turned against him too. You see what I'm saying? So all of these so-called successful black people, where is your industry at? How come you and all of the other blacks, all these so-called black elites that went to Yates, what is it? Yale, and Harvard and Brown and Stanford and all of that. How come neither one of y'all put y'all's heads together to screw in the light bulb? Riddle me that.
And if I could, there's a clear-cut way you can tell, and this is on your job too. There's a clear-cut way you can tell if you, even yourself, is being a coon or you hating your people and you being a coon. If one black person offends you, or you see you can't get along with this one black person because that person is different. He's in the streets, he's in drugs, he's into that. You two are way totally different. You look at him and say how you can't get along with other black people, and you blanket him like, oh, see, I can't get along with niggas. I can't do nothing with niggas. As opposed to you just saying, me and that one brother, we can't connect. You write it off as all niggas.
Right.
Oh, right. See, all them niggas is no good. That's why I don't have no nigga friends. I see. That's why, because of this, because of that. Then you go in on all black people, as opposed to you just saying that me and him just don't have nothing in common. You know what I mean? But I have other black friends that we have great things in common, and we do all type of things together. You'll attack our whole race because of one black person that you might not. You and him might be polar opposites. He like rap, or he like Biggie, you like Tupac. Who knows?
Right.
You understand? But y'all are different.
And if you refer to him as your black friend, you in a pretty messed up mindset anyway. It's just supposed to be a friend, period. That's like Chinese man saying, well, my Chinese friend. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you categorizing them up. That means you don't have too many of them. You just using them for something. That's just like a white person uses his black friend. He uses his black friends and say, well, see, I'm not racist because I got them. So that means I don't hate the rest of you niggas. Because see, I got 5 right here. You know, those are your little pocket coons that you got. You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, it's all circulating around the job. I got that scripture for you if you want.
Come.
Daniel 9 and 7. O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces.
Unto us confusion of faces. What does the confusion of faces mean? This confusion of faces also has to do with us, there's something, well, you know what it is that you're supposed to do, but you're struggling with what it is that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Just like the brothers, a brother or sister know that they're supposed to be with their own goddamn race, but then they with another race. And then now when somebody tell them you ain't supposed to be with that race, now they can't disprove you according to the scriptures. Now you see the look in their face. We see it all the time at camp once you cut somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And in classes sometimes, we see the confusion of faces because they see when you just presented to them what was right, you just cut them. But then their mind want to do something else. That's part of the confusion of faces. And then after that, next thing you know, you produce children that you don't know whether he Jacob or Esau. You know what I'm saying? And he take on more of the mother's genes and he out there in goddamn society and all that, right? You don't know what the hell he is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta try and deal with the dude to see, you know what I'm saying, to try and read his spirit and all of that. You gotta do all that because it's confusion of faces there. You know what I'm saying? He run around, you know what I'm saying, bright as hell with red hair and freckles. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you got to try and find out in other ways to try and find out whether he's an Israelite or he look like a goddamn Moabite. You know what I'm saying? Just like down in South America, they got a lot of them look like Moab and Ammon, and they actually Israelites. You know what I'm saying? They mingled among them. Now that's confusion of faces also. You see what I'm saying? We run around looking like other damn races. You got the black man that got confusion of faces because he know he ain't supposed to be with a white woman, and he have a child that produces confusion of faces naturally by having the genes of him and the genes of her too. Now you don't know whether that's Jacob or Esau. You know what I'm saying? And don't let it be a light-skinned brother or Hispanic brothers. I mean, Mexican brothers get with a white woman. A lot of the time, I mean, hell, that child come out looking damn near all the way white.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
Gad too. A lot of the Gadites is like that too. A lot of the Gadites I met had the same damn thing. I had Gadite friends when I was a kid that I thought were white people. They were Gadites. I knew their parents. I knew that they were Gad because I knew their parents. You know what I'm saying? I knew that they had a white mama and an Indian drunk daddy. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of times that also be 2 to 3rd generation white women.
Right.
They've been sleeping with white women so many generations.
Right.
It's damn near gone.
Them damn near breeding their whole goddamn race or just breeding themselves out. Yeah, I've seen that a lot among because you see very few Gadites down, you know, where I'm from. But when you do see them, they always with a goddamn white woman, always. You know, you don't even see 2 together. Shit, you know, when you go to other places. Yeah, back to the scriptures, and we on the time.
Oh yeah. What we
Deuteronomy 7, and I think we'll be going to like 4th verse.
Deuteronomy 7:4. For they will turn away thy son from following me.
That's the purpose right there. And what do they say about it? Oh, see, it's not all about skin color. They will say, no, go to Galatians. They flip themselves to the thing in the Galatians was talking about skin color when the Galatians was actually talking about the circumcision. You know what I'm saying? Right. But they say, and they flip it in their carnal mind one good time and say, oh, it's not about skin color. It's not about skin color. And you always have to keep explaining that. That's one of the tricks that Esau do. You know what I'm saying? All right, wake up.
7:4. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods.
That's what that's about. Anytime we get with another damn race, what are we doing serving another god? I don't give a damn what that race claim to be. Yeah, you got sisters out there that say, and brothers too, that run around saying, well, as long as they follow Yahushua, as long as they follow Yahushua, that's all that matters. Their Yahushua is different. Yahushua is white Jesus with another name. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Only, you know what I'm saying? It's not called Jesus, it's called Yahushua, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, right? That's what that is. It's still worshiping the God of white people, regardless of what you calling it. You know what I'm saying? They tricked up on the names too, boy. I swear. When you say Jesus around them, boy, oh, they ready to have your head. You know what I'm saying? While they run around talking about Yahushua, knowing damn good, you know, it ain't no who in the Hebrew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no here. That's white people. Yeah, Yahushua. That's white people right there. That's not a black man's dialect. You see what I'm saying? That's a Yiddish white Edomite dialect right there. There's not even a letter in the Hebrew that even spells that represents that sound. It's no hue. I ain't never seen no hue in there. You count. Let me know if I'm wrong. I ain't never seen it. You know what I'm saying?
All the letters down there end in I.
Right. So where the hell did they ever get the hue from? Following white people. So if you follow white people with the hue, then that means they're having you follow white Jesus only under an assumed name because it's a criminal. You know what I'm saying? It's like criminals change their name, right? Well, white Jesus changed his goddamn name to Yahushua, you know what I'm saying? And you're following the same goddamn dude. You see what I'm saying? The only thing, you just put little tassels on now, and you are around thinking that you can intermarry, and as long as they follow Yahushua, that's all that matters. They can be grafted in. Well, you don't even understand what grafted in even means, or what are the qualifications for anybody to even be grafted in. God damn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All of this, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody even try. That's why they also got a problem with the 12 tribes chart. But I'm not gonna go too far into that. Let's go back into the scriptures though.
Right.
What about verse 5?
So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly.
Damn, look at that. What happened to that brother? What happened to that brother that was screwing that white devil woman cop?
The anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee
And
suddenly.
destroyed him suddenly. What happened to the one sister that was that got beat to death by her goddamn dude that was a Marine? She was destroyed suddenly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's up there, ghetto gagging with this damn white dude, and the white dude has that what did he call it? Post-war syndrome?
PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome.
Right. He has all that, right? And one day, he flips out and beats the shit out of her. Beats her plumb to death just out of the blue. And everybody is funny because everybody that knew them said that they never had problems in their relationship. You know what I'm saying? If they did, they would be talking about, think about it. They would be trying to justify that white man and by saying, well, she was this kind of way. She did have a big mouth. And she did such and such, and they was talking, they would incriminate her, but they couldn't even find no occasion against the goddamn woman. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't find nothing against her. All they could say was, they just had a great relationship.
PTSD.
Right.
PTSD swap.
And what happened was, they'll blame it on that. But let me tell you what happened. What happened was, he looked at her and saw everything that he hates. What you think? And snapped and beat the piss out of her. That demon came in his street and said, get that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Right. That demon, clan demon jumped in his goddamn wrist and said, kill that bitch. You know what I'm saying? He hopped up and beat the goddamn piss out of her. That's what risk. You playing Russian roulette, you mess around outside your goddamn race.
And if I could, a lot of white men hate the fact that they with a black woman.
Yes.
They resent it. At first they're doing it and they got all types of fight in them to fight against it and don't matter what people say and they're gonna do it because they, and then they kind of hide her. But as the pressure mounts and grows, now they start to resent the fact that they with her.
Right.
And then they do all type of shit for her to make her leave. Like, I slept with somebody else. So what? What you gonna do about it? You gonna leave? Yeah. Right. And she's like, no, I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna stay here with you. I'm gonna stay. And then he's trying to do all types of manner to get her to leave him, and she still won't leave him.
Right.
Then next thing you know, he gotta beat her to death.
Right. You gotta kill her.
That's the only way he can get rid of her.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And black women, here's the thing too, they gonna lose their goddamn minds when that white dude leave them. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. White men are way less, especially if you have kids by him. White men will be way less likely to take on another man's children, even if they are by a devil. You see what I'm saying? If she got 2 kids by him, she is going to try and keep him with all of her goddamn might. You know what I'm saying? Because she knows that if he leaves, the chances of her getting another white man is going to be way slimmer than what they was at first. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And being the fact that a white man is what her heart is fixated on, she's going to do whatever the hell she can to keep that damn white man. That's one of the reasons why that black woman in Belgium burnt up that goddamn Edomite's 5 kids. And then put it on the phone where he could hear them screaming. You know what I'm saying? It was a sister in Belgium that was married to a devil. And she, the devil left her, right? She had the 5 children with this devil. Now she knows what's her chances of getting another devil like it to him. It's not that likely. You know what I'm saying? She burnt those children alive. Gasolined them down, burnt them alive, and put it on speakerphone so where everybody could hear them scream. That's fierce right there. You know what I'm saying? That's what type of insanity the goddamn black woman, because she don't do things to that. She'll do things, evil things to black men and everything. But the thing about it, she can always get another one of us. That's why she don't, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons, and that's also a reason why black women figure they have such sexual liberation to go and do what they want to do, because they know at the end of the day they can always get a Negro. Any lesbian can go out there, be a dyke for 10 years, and then go back with a black man. You know what I'm saying? They know that they can go and be and screw white dudes and Chinese and all of that, and still at the end of the day have one of us. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna effectively fight this thing. We gotta have some goddamn standards and start to take ourselves up off the goddamn table. Wow, it seemed like it would be the good thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like, what did they say? No, we gotta do that for the sisters. We gotta do this for the sisters and that for the sisters. If we don't get a goddamn standard, the sisters gonna keep doing what the hell they goddamn want to do and keep poisoning your own damn nation. And you're gonna be raising devil's kids and the Chinaman's child and African's child looking like a goddamn cuck. How's your image? How is your good, strong image gonna be then? It's not gonna be so well. You're gonna be raising just like women that don't be a menace. When dude came to the house and started knocking out all the kids, she had goddamn Chinese kids, Arab kids, remember that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She started knocking out all the goddamn kids. You know what I'm saying? She had a kid by every goddamn race. Now we know what black women say when they say, we're the mother of all races, dog. And you want to fuck all races. You know what I'm saying? Not that you birthed all races, but that you want to screw every damn race and have every goddamn man's child. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
That's what the hell's going on. And the only real thing that gives you power to do that is black men. Black men that don't have a standard gives you power to do that. You see what I'm saying? We start to take that power. That's the reason why you don't see a bunch of Asian women. You know what I'm saying? If you see Asian women, they mess around outside their goddamn race, they're pretty much ostracized from their people. And they are going on with that race. You see what I'm saying? Right. They're going on with that race, start a new life with that race, and that's just that. You know? But with our women to do that and then be able to come back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They'll be able to do that and then come right back to us because we don't have power or strength or the fucking fortitude to keep other people's agendas out from among us. That's why we take every goddamn child that's seeded by another race and call it black.
Right.
We take every child, that's seeded by another race. We call it with Tamara and Tamaka, what them little hoes' name is?
Tia and Tamara.
Yeah, Tia and Tamara. We call them black. You know what I'm saying?
It's that rule, 1/10 rule.
Right, yeah.
They got 1/10 of black women.
Right.
They black. No, they're
That's
not.
bullshit, yeah.
No,
They
they're
call
not.
white people and black women. Black men also, too. I'm glad you mentioned that point, Captain, because black men, we got to stop taking on goddamn philosophy of ignorant-ass black chitlin cooking black women. We got to stop that, because the white man say that, and she carry on the agenda, and she say it just because he's saying it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And we said it just because that's what Big Mama said.
Mm-hmm.
So Big Mama said, one drop of black blood make you black, and one drop of black blood make you black. We just repeat it just like a goddamn parrot, you know what I'm saying? Living silly and weak as hell, you know what I'm saying? And then we don't want to fight against you because shit, we stand with Big Mama, you know what I'm saying? So we don't want to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's how they weaken us. We supposed to be strong-ass goddamn dudes and supposed to be the damn defense to keep other agendas out from among us. And we start doing that, then our goddamn women will start thinking twice about stepping outside the goddamn fence.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Then they'll start to think twice, well, damn, I don't want to be. That's what keeps Arab women and shit in line. African women and all them in line. African women ain't running around getting with the African-American black man, you know what I'm saying, all the damn time that she do, she's separated from her goddamn people. You know what I'm saying? And she got to start a new life, you know what I'm saying, with the race that she chose. For time's sake, though. Yeah, let's go to Job chapter 24, verse 1. Next on the agenda. You can't sit there and look at your job as being the equivalent of the work that you do in the Lord. You got brothers that don't even want to come in the truth. Brothers that don't want to come into the truth, they don't want to solidly, come into the truth because of their job.
Right.
Because of their work. Really, in reality, that's a cop-out excuse right there. That's a cop-out, man. That's not showing any fortitude or anything like that. Yeah, we understand, brothers gotta work, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Yeah, we understand that. Brothers understand that, but that cannot be comparable to your goddamn the work that you do with the Lord. They can't be comparable to that. You can't, and then when you got fake Israelite groups like the Purple Kool-Aids, the Barney Clan, they'll sit there and they'll emphasize on the job. They'll make you have you think that the job is the most important thing inside what they call the truth. You know what I'm saying? They'll have you thinking that that's the most important thing inside the nation. And they don't even look to even see if their people actually even have a trade. Because see, one thing, if you got a trade, though, you can have leniency. You see what I'm saying? You can decide, I'm going to work 3 days a week. And I'm going to take 4 off. You see what I'm saying? But what they do, no, they enforce just the job, and they're not even trying to teach their people any goddamn thing. They're only just saying, get the job, why they sit there take all the money from the job that they paid given to them, and they'll go and bring that to Africa to help raise them up.
And it's funny because they so-called saying, get a job, but you never hear them say, create jobs.
Right.
Create employment.
Right.
Do things where, independent employment. Create businesses. They ain't even talking about get a job to create a business. Right. They just get a job and that's it.
Just get a job, that's it, yeah.
Not even get a job and then put yourself in a place where you can run your own business.
Right.
Or, using the knowledge you're getting from all these jobs and then take that and do your venture where you can create money for yourself where you don't have to, empower the white man.
Right.
Or work for the white man at all.
Right. Yeah, they're not raising up, what they actually doing is they're making the people just only slaves. You know what I'm saying? You're only working for the paycheck, but then they cut that off. What position are you in then? Cut. What position will you be in then?
He said Job 24:1.
Cut.
Job 24:1. Why, seeing times are not hidden from the Almighty, do they not know him? Do they that...
Slug, if I will, Cap. I'd rather just go ahead and just go to this one first, right quick. Ecclesiastes, because we only got 5, so I'll go ahead and nail it on the head right quick. Ecclesiastes 38:19.
Ecclesiastes 38:19. In affliction also sorrow remaineth, and the life of the poor is the curse of the heart. Take no heaviness to heart, drive it away, and remember the last end.
Take no heaviness to heart, right? Now, what do we do all the time when we under heavy damn burdens? We take the heaviness to heart. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we take that heaviness to heart, and that's one thing that will stop you from coming into the truth. The burden of your heart a lot of times is harder than the burden that you suffered on that slavery.
Right. If I could, like the scriptures say, a man learn the truth and the seed follow him, but the cares of this world choke out it so he become unfruitful.
Right. And it gets devoured up, you know what I'm saying? And now you just, looking stupid and everything. In reality, it's not natural for a race of men to only want to be laborers. That's not natural. No other race is like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have different jobs and duties inside that race. And some people have multiple duties. You have brothers that can govern a city and build a goddamn house. You know what I'm saying? Or brothers that can, pour concrete. You know what I'm saying? He can pour concrete and at the same time he can run a whole goddamn state. Govern a whole state. You know? But at the same time though, what job is most important is the job you do for the Lord. That's the most important because this is one thing that I've noticed that I've seen. A person can be in a church, right? And they see that you like to get into the scriptures and everything, and the first thing come to their mind, where you work at. Because in their mind, they figure, okay, since you like reading the Bible like that, you must not have a job. That's the way it computes to them. Right. It computes like that. You must not got a job because you like getting the scriptures. And then they go, hey, brother, how you doing? And they're just trying to nudge up to you and everything. So where you working? You see, I'm slick there. Where you working at? and if if you have a job and everything, now they go, okay, I gotta come in from another angle because they really pissed off about you being in that book. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing wasn't about whether you're working or not. They're pissed off what you're actually doing. You know what I'm saying? When you're not working, and they see that you in the scripture. If you was out there chasing twat and smoking weed and everything, it'd be like, well, brother, all I'm seeing is falling short of the glory. You know what I'm saying? All I'm seeing, brother. Because they got things that they got them dealing with. They figure there's some mutual ground between you and them because as long as you ain't in that Bible, they cool. And that's one of the things that go on in niggerdom right there. And it's, you know what I'm saying? It's this goddamn horrible. Go on full count. As a matter of fact, we can start. Let's get down to verse 24.
Verse 24, Ecclesiastes 38:24. The wisdom of the learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure.
Wait a minute. It said it come by what?
Opportunity of leisure.
It said it comes by opportunity of leisure. What is this opportunity of leisure? A time to where you're not meddled with any business.
Right.
And that's how wisdom starts to come. That's the spiritual reason why I was just saying that brother's checking you and seeing, what you read. You know what I'm saying? You're in a place, you're in a church where they're supposed to be reading the Bible. It's supposed to be the chief book, right? But he wonder why you read it. Ain't that something? Ain't something wrong with that? He wonder, you know what I'm saying? That'd be like being at the White House and wondering why a nigga reading the Constitution.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't make sense when somebody goes, what you reading? Why you reading that? It's the Constitution of the United States. It's the White House, right? Ain't this supposed to be the book for that? Well, the Bible's supposedly the book for the church, ain't it? But then they threatened by you reading that. And then the next thing you know what they'll do? They'll go around, don't listen to him, he's a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? You read the Bible, he's saying you're a Muslim. You ain't got the goddamn Quran with the, you know what I'm saying, in your possession at all, but he said they're saying you're a goddamn Muslim. Go ahead, Cal.
Opportunity of leisure.
So that leisure is the time that you got to where you can actually get in that Bible. Sometimes, you got to take your goddamn leisure time.
Right.
You got to forcefully grab it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You just can't even wait for it to come. I had to grab mine. I had to just take whatever was going to come. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just had to grab it. We was talking about this earlier when we kept.
Right.
I had to grab my leisure time. Right. You know what I'm saying? I had to forcefully take it. It wasn't going to be given to me. It was quite obvious. You know what I'm saying? But that leisure time right there, now that's something that rich people can do. You know what I'm saying? We be talking about this all the time. Something that rich people can actually do. You know what I'm saying? They can take time off. They can say, they can get a grant for that.
Yeah, and what real rich people they'll take a sabbatical. Yeah, a sabbatical is when they take a year off of work. Real rich white people do that, and then that whole year they just study trends and study the way things are going. So then when they come back in the game, they'll know, okay, this is what's really going to be big.
Right.
I've been sitting back for a year looking and checking the scene. I know what's going to be big. This over here is going to be big. I'm investing that. That's how they stay rich and on top.
Right.
They ain't staying rich on top by struggling and stressing all day and running around, getting papers and sending mail and stuff. And they got you doing that. They got black people doing that. Right.
Well, sir, they even tell each other that. What you saying right now is what they tell each other. They say it, they encode it, and niggas that know what they saying can pick up on it. But they'll say things like, you'll never get as far as you want to go by working for someone else.
Right.
They say stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And and the way that computes to the Negro mind, you know what I'm saying, it just blows right past us or whatever, but they grab it. Because see, we have the mind of a slave, they have the mind of a free man. So they can grab what was being said and start to build, upon that. But if we grab onto it, it's funny because if we grab onto it, we get pointed in the direction of where we're supposed to be inside the scriptures because we see that there ain't no huge business opportunities and all of that stuff for us out here. We get to see what our business actually is, and then they'll sit there and say, they'll call us lazy. Mm-hmm. With them it's called leisure, with us it's called lazy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I say it's dumb. You see a white dude drop out of college and then he goes to be a millionaire. A black dude said, you know what, I'm gonna drop out of college and I can come back to the college. I ain't gonna drop out, but I'm gonna leave, take time off, and go do something else I want to pursue. They'll say, "Oh no, man, you all wrong. You need to stay in school."
Right.
Because the real thing is they got more trust in the school being successful than that man being successful.
Right.
They really don't think that man can be successful. They know that school can be successful, but they know they don't have no hope in you.
Right.
They don't see no greatness in you. Like
Right.
even if you left the school, you can still be great just because of you. They don't believe that. They believe if you're in the school, you're great because of the school.
Right.
Just
A white man, he can leave the school, and that story's common. Of white men that have left college and became super successful off of leaving college. You know what I'm saying? And started this or started that. You know what I'm saying? And we'll look at them as these great entrepreneurs and all that, and we'll even sit there. It's funny because we'll sit there and even listen to motivational speakings that come from these type of people,
Right.
not seeing that we're in a different goddamn world than what they are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, goddamn, what good is education if it's not showing you how the world works? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's one thing I found out in high school. High school didn't teach a goddamn thing about how the world works. Nothing. I had to find out how the world works by goddamn dropping out of school. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, not encouraging nobody to do that, but goddamn though, they people pump school up like you're gonna have this great life. You know what I'm saying? You finish school, you just have this great life, and you'll have all of these opportunities. Bullshit. I'm seeing niggas just run around 30 still trying to go to goddamn college after having 2 or 3 degrees.
Right, and it's so bad now. When I went to college, dudes that I went to college with that actually graduated, I leave college and he graduated. I see him working at the grocery store.
Right, I see the same exact thing.
And then another thing, they leave the college or they graduate, and if they don't have the success that they wanted, they got to go back to school and damn near become career students.
Right, yeah, that's what it is.
They got to get like the highest degree possible to even get some type of success. I thought the first degree was success.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
a whole bachelor's degree. That's a whole 4 years. They still get what the problem is they ain't seeing the success that they trying to get from the white man ain't giving it to them.
Right.
So now they sit there confused and need to get more and do more. Or maybe if the white man ain't satisfied with this degree, I can get even better degree,
Right.
and then he'll be satisfied. And I can get, the opportunities that a person who barely even went to college
Right.
get a white dude, he'll get the same opportunity and more.
Right, exactly. And here's the thing, because I was kind of ignorant when it came to that. So I'm thinking, if a person go and he get a degree, right, and say the degree it gets $50,000 a year, and I figured if he's going back to school to get another degree, oh shit, he's trying to make $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
If he go and get a third one, oh, he's trying to get $150,000. That's the way I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And instead, this nigga going to school 3 or 4 times just to get the same damn possibility of the same $50,000 a goddamn year job. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of them don't even get that $50,000.
Right.
Like dude I said working at the grocery store, he wasn't no manager. He was a cashier at the grocery store, a college graduate from one of the top colleges in the state, Indiana University.
Right.
But he's a black man, so obviously things are a little different for him than just some, white dude walking there with a 4-year degree. He's the manager. Off top. As soon as he walks in the door, he's the manager.
Right.
Black guy walk in with the same degree, he's on the register.
And we see the thing about it, man, we're not educated in the core, principles on how a nation is built and ran. That's part of our problem. Cut. This will be a continuation of this class, but we have the ISUBK coming out of One West on the 25th Street Hall in New York under Commander General Yohana. Pay your ties, support the men of this truth, support the men that's out there on them corners, that's out there teaching the people, that's out there actually really trying to gather this nation together. Support your troops.
Right.
Because there ain't no army, there ain't no nation resurrected without an army that's out there on the front line for. And with that being said, shalom.